over Maverick. Maverick definitely being more of a niche pick, it seems, here for FaZe, probably to ease their attacks as they'll also be going, or rather to ease their defense, I should say, as they'll be
competition that aren't fighting or already qualified. The pressure comes through, and Souls explodes on the bottom of White now as they see if they can lock down onto the top of the White stairs. A little bit of a rotation, a little bit of a pull away as God Legion suffers first, but there is Astro to make sure that the suffering continues.
FaZe immediately.
It's not just a tough team that's come off the back of a 7-0 win, and you're fighting for your first today, but it's the tournament favorites sort of proving their pace is continued. A take round upstairs in Zulu Stairs as the next fight happens on the backside of Freezer, but things are getting a little bit spicy and hot here as they're trying to find some safety in the corner of the kitchen. Worthy digs his way through, might not know it, bounce down to a bit of a top-down hold here. Can they punish the second? They do, and a bit of a surprise strike from Worthy, but with one body close on Kochek, they're going to go for revenge, can't get the connection, and it's a bit of a fly away.
They blocked off his rotate at a minimum for the time being, so going to have to look for a different path back into the site if Worthy wants to push for it again, and he finds it on a vertical angle. Souls goes down next as now he takes up position up on top. Cameraman finally trades site here, and he still has the support from Cameraman on the other side by Prep. Where is Worthy going to make the re-entrance from? Is he still holding himself to the top of Red, waiting out that Capital Firebolt as he finally is able to push back downstairs, but unfortunately right into the angle of Cameraman, and Cameraman, even given the early intel with the shots from aggressive positions, you can see they are storming the second floor, specifically over here by Train very, very quickly. Mining as well is already fully under the control of FaZe. Digital doesn't even seem ready for this early of a push from Astro as he just waltzes right in, takes him down as he's still trying to check over towards Dining Room.
A bit dry.
Chiefs continuing to hold on here, trying to weather the storm, and it's going to be coming in very, very soon here. More entries being made by FaZe, and they're just again walking right into the site as Astro gets himself a second one inside of Library. Finally some trades, but it's far too little, far too late, as it's just going to be left to Logan here, who also is dealt with by Astro, picking up all the impactful frags to seal the deal for FaZe on a second.
And here, Astro, we talked about him being quite a big player, getting his way into the fight. There goes one more as that big gun goes bang on the back line. A quick take and Bullet's able to re-find a little bit of safety, but 45 seconds. Astro's still down. They still have train control, and this fight's going to be very important because if Cameraman can't get the drop here, then that's suddenly all looked off. Hey, Vigil, how you doing? Not very well now as Cameraman gets the revenge. The grenade's back up, so is Astro. Can they try and find something in the final 30 seconds?
No intel support available for that player upstairs, so he goes down, but Cameraman falls on a trade a second later as well. Digital lining up that shot. Worthy nearly getting the final one, but CyberZera bringing it back here as it's him and Bullet versus the world now, and the world's very small. It's just down to Ethan for the Chiefs. 15 seconds remain here. There's a FaZe that have to find some way to get this case down on the ground, and they should have just been able to negotiate it. Ethan, though, looking to sneak through, but it's not going to work out as Cyber shuts it down one final time with Incendiary there, forcing Fisho Guy out of position and nearly leading to his death. This Bullet's able to get quite a bit of damage onto him. In fact, chucks an Aiden and kills an entirely different member of the team. Ethan goes down instead, and they've also still knocked half the HP off of Fish.
I mean, that was them bringing on their kicker and getting that right between the bars from the end. That was unbelievable. That arrow exactly where they needed it to be was a bit of a surprise bout of pressure, and now suddenly, yet again, Chiefs are finding themselves fighting back. Well, that's a bit of a trade there. Worthy and Cameraman find one apiece, and to be fair, it's a big blow to both teams. Cameraman has been a big driving force. The Capital Bolts are a part of that. CyberZera, in the meantime, goes for the fight. Bullet gets one more, and suddenly it's just God Legion left, but not for very long. FaZe Clan before the pressure and the flood, and he makes sure that he has some stable ground round on the corner of the shield. But as everything starts to get popped, there's a creep, and there's a crawl, and there's a drop. And there is one more for the scoreboard, followed by CyberZera getting God Legion on the far side. Why not get a double with the F2? Scream your way through the top.
I think that was coming in from Cocktail side as well there for Cyber. So the positions these final two players before committing to anything else.
And that's, again, one of those things in their play. Is redefining the pace of a round whenever they want to. They can there as they keep some of this solidity onto the hold. The creep round on the side, he's going to see if he can cause some damage from the small bait, but the wing is cut and clipped by Cameraman. CyberZera with one more, 11 for the tally, and suddenly it's another 2 players of Chiefs.
It's up on the losing side of the HP loss from that gunfight as well. Digital trying to see if he can get these slug shots into one of the players at range. Cameraman will catch the transition from Fisho Guy moving back to site, and now Digital is all that remains and doesn't stay that way for very long, as he's also handled quite quickly in here, as the Chiefs have succeeded in forcing him out from utility. Nice grenade goes in, deals with the shield, but the single bullet coming out from CyberZera is enough to end Ethan's life. So definitely not a favorable exchange at the end of the day for the Chiefs as they go down 4v5 now.
The canister pops on the stairs, and it buys a few seconds of time, but Chiefs, they've dabbled dangerous on the late push previously. They've found themselves going for these sort of takes. However, they've also found themselves stumbling when they are the man down on the lead in. They've lost Ethan. He's now taking up that full IGL role of looking over the cams and bringing some idea in, and the first to take care of Cameraman. Dropped a big force in the Echo, but CyberZera is the biggest force in Sweden right now. They try and do a bit of a two-story take here with one on the rack and the other down below. They're looking for the swing round onto the side. It's the small prep. Digital gets one more and steps up, but it's Bullet that pulls it a little bit back. A 2 versus nobody. FaZe Clan not only undefeated, nobody has made them even bleed today.